expand somewhere.
It's bound to help the economy of Pine Lake. Now, this area here, Hanford's Point. Have you talked to the two boys that own it?
Well, we met, and you might say that we talked.
Meaning they don't think too much of the idea of the land exchange.
That doesn't seem to surprise you. You know Drew and Chris?
Oh, just by reputation, really. They're friends of my daughter's. And for my money, a couple of oddballs.
You've got to be talking about Chris and Drew Hanford, right, Daddy? Well, it's weirdos nowadays and not oddballs. Daddy thinks any boy with long hair is some kind of a creep. Oh, hi, you must be Cory Stewart. I'm Lucy Wade, friend of the poor, downtrodden oddballs of the world.
Hi, Lucy.
Well, you do agree those weirdos are a little unconventional, don't you?
Oh, absolutely. But so was Abraham Lincoln.
And Einstein and Thoreau ad infinitum.
See, he's learning.
Lucy, I tried to call you a couple of times to thank you for helping save Lassie the other day, but you've been busy.
Oh, I'm just glad I was there when she fell in that shaft. Can't lose a beauty like this.
Well, it seems I missed something. When did all this happen?
Oh, when I was out riding the other day. But I didn't help much. The boys did all the work.
The boys?
You know, the oddballs, Daddy, Chris and Drew. They pulled Lassie out.
Oh? How did you happen to be with them?
Didn't just happen, Daddy, or we'd planned it for weeks. Drew and I were eloping to London, and Chris had the whole ceremony all planned, right in the middle of Carnaby Street. Now, do you know where the pliers are? I'm having trouble with that boat engine again.
In the kitchen.
Goodbye, Mr. Stewart. It was nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you, Lucy.
Stewart? Have any kids?
No, afraid not.
But you do know I was just put on something fierce.
Dialogue with youth isn't easy, Mr. Wade. And it's nothing new.
No, I guess not. Funny, isn't it? Sophisticated communication being what it is today. Pick up a phone, call anywhere in the world. Telemetry across oceans. Yet we still don't seem to be able to communicate with our own children.
Forest Green approaches. Looks like more dialogue.
Cool it, Chris. We did promise him we'd at least listen.
Oh, I'm all ears, man.
Yeah, and the mouth works pretty good, too.
Ho, ho, ho.
You have any trouble finding the place, Mr. Stewart?
Not too much. The road's a little rough.
Tell us about it. That's how he busted our dry shaft.
Yeah, but getting here is half the fun. And the welcome mat's out day and night.
Chicken crow. Probably figures Lassie's still mad at him for all the trouble he caused.
Lassie's not one to hold a grudge. Are you, girl? Come on, fella. You and Lassie can make up right now. Come on, fella. can't get along, is there, girl?
Looks like old DR's playing a different game now.
DR? Strange name for a crow. What's it stand for?
Distinguished representative. We got it watching the UN debates.
Yeah, you know, a lot of noise, nobody says anything. Bunch of real characters.
Well, did you ever stop to think that as long as those characters are talking, there's a chance? They put out a lot of brush fires. You fellas designed this edition?
Well, Drew's the architect. I'm just a worker bee.
A little unconventional, isn't it?
Well, that's the grooviest part. DR lives in that tree.
Right. So we're building the room around it.
Interesting, but what happens a few months or a year from now?
Spray that one again?
That tree, it's still growing. You have to allow for expansion around the trunk and up here at the roof line.
He's right, man. You blew it.
Yeah. Yeah, well, we'll just have to make some adjustments.
And these support beams, you've got them nailed right to the branches of the tree. You try to put a roof on those and they'll never hold.
Oh, hey, no, that's a mighty pine. Pines hold fine.
How'd you ever get a permit to build this?
Who needs a permit?
It's the law.
There's laws for everything.
Look, if we waited around for a permit and okays on all the regulations, we'd never get this thing built before we have to go back to school.
There's a good reason for those building codes, Drew. The protection of the homeowner.
And we don't have protection. We just want to build our house the way we want to build it.
You have to crawl before you can walk.
Man, this dialogue makes my head hurt. Hey, didn't you come out here to talk about a land exchange?
That's right. Bought along the exchange map and some survey reports. Can you talk about inside?
Sure. Be our guest.
And I'll try not to make your head hurt too much, Chris.
Groovy.
And the need for this recreation project is obvious. Population increase, tourist activity. It'll open up lots of natural beauty for thousands of visitors. You can see it's all being planned in the public interest.
Well, we're the public, Mr. Stewart.
Look, the land that you're going to receive in exchange is going to be of equal value.
Well, maybe, but you're talking dollar for dollar, you see. We like it here, and we intend to stay.
Yeah. Hey, we just want to do our own thing. All that conforming really gets me bent out of shape.
So you make your own mold, eh? Well, it doesn't always work that way, Chris. Everybody has to bend a little. You see, all we have to work with is people.
Well, maybe that's the biggest hang-up of all.
Maybe. But will you read this over and give it some more consideration?
Sure. Sure, we'll read it. Right, Chris?
Yeah, whatever you say, man.
Boy, they sure make some kind of group, huh?
They sure do. Say, I wonder if you boys would do me a favor.
No strings?
No strings. I have to fly to San Francisco for a couple of days, and I was going to leave Lassie over at the ranger station with Dan. But what do you think of her staying here with you and Big Dog?
Well, sure.
Yeah, groovy.
How about it, girl? You want to spend a little time here? No, Lassie. You stay here. Thanks, boys. I'll see you.
I'm splitting. Your mother expects me about 7. I'll just make it in time.
Driving back tonight?
No, honey. We'll probably stay with your Aunt Amy. Drive back up in the morning. Okay?
Okay.
Will you turn that thing down?
Lucy, why don't you come with me?
Can't. Got a date.
Oh.
Who with?
Don't worry, Daddy. It's not with one of those oddball Hanford boys. It's Bill Davidson, straight, square, and kind of a drag at times. We're going to a movie in the village.
Lucy, am I really so wrong?
Hmm?
About those boys?
You don't even know them.
But I know you, honey.
I don't think you do know me, Daddy.
You know, you sound like you're getting a cold.
You dress warm tonight.
Yes, Daddy.
A lot of flu going around.
Yes, Daddy. Now have a good time.
You too, honey. I'll see you sometime tomorrow, okay?
Fine. Don't worry about me. I'll be fine. Hello? Oh, hi, Bill. Yeah, I was just getting ready. Oh? Oh, no, that's okay. Well, sure. Oh, really, Bill? Well, look, we can make it some other time. Me? Oh, I don't know. I might take the boat over the village and goof around a while. Okay, sure. Goodbye.
beast. DR either.
Yeah, like an old Frankenstein flick, man. Creepy. Relax, Lassie. This old pad's made it through a lot of storms over the years. Hey, cool it, Lassie. It's like cold out there.
I think something's wrong. Come on, let's check it out. We better get you in where it's warm. Yeah, and I don't see how we're ever gonna get you home tonight, Lucy. That rain's really coming down now.
Oh, this will be fine. You'll have your own private pad here by the fire. I saw an old flick on the tube a while back. Groovy picture. I think it was called, It Happened One Night.
Yeah, Clark Gable, right?
Yeah, and Claudette Colbert.
Yeah.
They split the room up just like this. You just leave it to old Clark to fix things up.
Daddy'd have a cow if he knew I was staying here.
Oh, milk's good for people.
It just wouldn't make good sense to try to make it home in a storm, Lucy.
No, I know. It's just that Daddy treats me like a baby. I just can't talk to him.
Well, everybody's got hang-ups.
You know, it's not easy to make contact with adults, Lucy. Well, I guess they've got problems, too.
It must be kind of tough raising a kid and spending all that time and love and money on him. Hey, are we going to be serious? Listen, Lucy chick, we're stuck with the old folks of the world. You better make the best of it. Either you fake it or you crash out. So for tonight, just cool it.
Chris, you're absolutely crazy.
That's why you love me.
You're really wild.
Well, that's my hippie brother.
Chris is a big fake. He's one of the plastic people, but underneath he's just a big pussycat. Drew, you're kind of serious, aren't you?
It's that college bit, Lucy. They turned him on.
Well, they kind of make you think.
And you look so distinguished in the mustache. How come you grew it?
Well, I just didn't want to be another pretty face.
Well, now, what'll it be? Maybe a selection on the old guitar by yours truly, hippy-dippy Chris Hanford. Groovy folk song? Original, of course.
Chris, honest, I don't feel so good. I'd kind of like to go to bed now.
Oh, she's turning us off.
You sleep here, okay?
Oh, sure. Good night, fellas. And thanks.
Well, little brother, looks like it's just about time for Betty Bye.
Night, Claudette.
Good night, Clark.
You okay, chick?
Fine. Good night.
Oh, Lucy's groovy. She's real fine. Lucy is a friend of mine.
Come on, knock it off, huh?
Hey, man, there's just no appreciation for fine music around here.
Thank you.